Welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. Today, my special guest is Matt. He will be cooking in front of all of us, preparing this beautiful dish. And before I start asking any questions, to uh, we're gonna get him to tell us what he will be preparing for us today.
Today we're gonna make some soy honey salmon with some asparagus. I'll also show people how to use it with cannabis if they wanted to.
All right, awesome. So, what inspired you to become a chef?
Man, I think being a chef is all I ever wanted to do. Growing up, I didn't see many black chefs, so I didn't think it was obtainable. But yeah, man, I ended up going to school for a degree, a bachelor's in culinary science, and cooking has taken me around the world.
That's awesome. So, how long have you been cooking?
I'll say for at least 30 years.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. I need to be in your kitchen so I can taste some of this good food because I done seen some pictures. That's awesome. So, what is your favorite type of food to cook?
I often tell people it's kind of like give them like an artist like a blank canvas. I kind of just like love cooking, so it really don't matter what I'm cooking. I kind of come from the hotel background, so I'm pretty fluent in everything. Las Vegas style buffets, Italian restaurants, takoyaki style restaurants, sushi restaurants. I'll run them all, so I'm pretty versatile. If you know what I mean.
That's what I'm talking about. Soul food too. I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I started with soul food. My grandmother taught me Cajun Creole. I owned a barbecue restaurant.
Ooh,
I never wanted to be pegged as the black chef that does black food. I wanted to
right.
be respected as a chef, and I just wanted to be so versatile with anything that, no matter what opportunity came up in front of me, I could figure it out. You know.
Absolutely. I agree with you 110%. I love to cook too, but when my husband get in there and go to cooking, I sit back. I let him go and do his thing because he's I'm telling you that man to get in there and work his magic and make this sauce for his barbecue ribs. Oh man, oh, I'm telling you, my mouth watering now.
Nah,
What are some of your favorite ingredients to work with?
say it again.
What are some of your favorite ingredients to work with?
I compare them to paint again. It's like colors, man. Anything. I love. I've been cooking with exotic meat a lot, probably for like the last 5 or 6 years. Just came from Mississippi. Yesterday we made like some deer neck, some rattlesnake sausage.
What?
We had some boneless, and we had some
No.
rattlesnakes.
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah. Well, you definitely can cook anything. Oh no.
yeah,
So what do you think sets your cooking apart from other chefs?
I tell people all the time. I think it's the love and passion behind it. If you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
I think it comes down to technique. Um, I think there are certain parts in time when you're cooking where you really get in a lot of flavor, at certain times. And, I could read a recipe and tell you how it's going to taste or if it's a good recipe just by reading it. And I think
Right.
some chefs are really good at like knowing the exact time to hit you with that flavor burst, during the cooking process to get the maximum out of it, if you know what I mean.
Yes. One of the viewers said rattlesnake. They surprised too. Yes, he said rattlesnake. Oh Lord have mercy. My skin is crawling. I'm afraid of snakes.
I
So
got
I know
a,
darn well I ain't gonna eat now. I'm
I got a,
afraid.
I got a freezer full of stuff. I'll start pulling stuff out. Uh,
So who are some of your culinary influencers?
I think my grandmother, growing up, being around her, Cajun Creole, she was always cooking a lot of seafood and Cajun Creole. I was telling my dad the other day. Anytime he took us to a store there were books, he would like grab a book, and I remember grabbing a Chef Paul Prudhomme cookbook, and it was used, and opened up and just reading it, and I just feel like I got it. When I read regular books, I always feel like I was bored, and I opened up this one cookbook and started reading it, and it kind of just all made sense to me. And yeah, so I'll say Chef Paul Prudhomme, Chef Sacco, Chef Drumlake. There's a bunch of people, and a lot of people nobody's ever heard of too at the same time.
Right. So, what are some of your favorite meals that people love for you to cook or always asking you to cook?
Let's ask my nephew, JD, what are some of the dishes you like that I cook?
Ooh, see. Anything barbecue, really. Anything barbecue. Shoot. What else? Um,
About them pigtails.
Pigtails, yeah, pigtails. Let me see. He made some deer meat chili one time. That was pretty.
Oh no, y'all keep talking about these
Yeah,
darn
that was
deers and snakes, Lord.
Yeah, I do. I like them. I like red beans and rice. I kind of like dishes where you could really like put like a lot of flavor into it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yes. Oh
You know,
yes.
this dish today was just something like on a scale of 1 to 10. This is like a 1 because it's quick and fast. It's kind of hard to mess up. I don't want to bore people with a long dish, but
Right. Now I
take this.
love some.
Yeah, I like to take salmon and sear it off, cook it like medium, and then throw like some spinach, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, um, heavy cream, some cheese, and then kind of make like a cheese sauce and throw the salmon back in there and let it cook. Serve it over mashed
Ooh,
potatoes. Um, so
ooh, that sounds good.
I mean, we can do
Lord.
that. We can do that too. I mean, we can scratch this and I'll pull out the other stuff.
No. Do your thing now. Do your thing. But everything you mentioned sound good except for the rattlesnake. And I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm not like a wild animal type person. Now, my man on the other hand, he ain't gonna eat a rattlesnake, but he will eat like the gators, tails, and all that crazy stuff. My daddy tricked me like that before, telling me that it was chicken and it was a gator tail, which it was good, but I was mad. I was mad. But how about them oxtails? Oh my God. Do
Yeah,
you cook those? Ooh,
oxtails are really good too.
they
And
are.
now a lot of people are substituting turkey tails for oxtails, and
Really?
I've been trying to put people on turkey tails for the last 15 years.
Oh wow. Hmm. Is it a different taste to it? Texture?
Yeah, it's more like chicken and more like gelatinous. It has like a lot more
Oh,
fat.
okay.
I like the part where all the feathers stick into the turkey, so it looks kind of like a fist, a little bit smaller. And there's so many things you can do with it, man. It absorbs flavor. Um, I cooked them on Mother's Day. I smoked them in a smoker, and then finished them on the grill. And everybody thought it was chicken, and when they got done, that's how it was in turkey.
You sound like my daddy. Tricking people into trying something. Well, I bet they thought it was still good though, even though it wasn't.
Yeah, my sister won't eat nothing unless she see the wrapper it comes in.
Well, I don't blame her. I don't blame her on that one. So, do you ever have some days where you just not in the mood to cook?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Now
Even
don't
though
get me wrong.
that's your passion, it's yeah,
I
I
mean,
can understand that.
I love it. I mean, I never mind cooking, but creativity wise, there are times where I might not, aside from cooking for myself, but there are some times where I might not create a dish or something, for a month or so just because I'm just like not inspired and I never try to force it. So, when
Right.
the juices are flowing, they're flowing, and you know what I mean?
I understand that. So, what was one of the biggest meal you ever prepared?
I do a lot of festivals. I do the food and wine festivals. I, the Ferrari got something in Seal Beach. I do. I got an event coming up for 400 people on the 8th of this month.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's already a big deal.
Oh wow. 400 people?
Yeah, actually, the more the better. Like when I was a private chef, I hated it because it was just too slow. Cooking
Right.
for 3 people, 4 people, I'd be done so fast. It's like, what else you want me to do? They get the bill, maybe like the bill is this much for an hour, and I'll be like, yeah.
Right. Now I've watched a few cooking shows and I see how the chef, like when they do cook for a lot of people, they be like it's on a timer. Is it a certain time you have to prepare meals as well when you're cooking for a lot of people, or you just go at your own pace?
No, there is usually a time, they want the food out, and it just comes down to prepping. Usually prepping a couple days before, and firing stuff at a certain time to make sure that everything is out at a certain time.
So whenever you have your meats, do you let them marinate before you start to cook them? Like, do you marinate them over salt, and what do you use?
It depends on what cut of meat it is. Some meats need to be marinated, some don't. It just depends.
Okay. Have you ever cooked? I don't know if you ever heard of it. Maybe you have because you are a chef. Have you ever heard of something called? It's called like a conch fritter. It's like a seafood.
Yeah, you mixing it with flour or something, and then
Yes, but it seems like you got to beat it to death because it's just so hard. That's some good stuff there. So, what meal made someone want to slap their mama? What? How good it tasted? What meal you prepared that made them want to?
I mean, generally, I mean, the barbecue get rave reviews. Um, I think I don't want to say everything get rave reviews, but I'm always trying to introduce your taste buds
Right.
to something you're not used to. So I'm always ordering seasonings and herbs, from different countries and mixing it in there. So you look at it and you think you're gonna know what it tastes like, and it's good, but you're also like, there's some flavors there that I wouldn't imagine to be there. If you know what I mean?
Right. So, have you ever made your own seasonings?
Yeah.
Really? But they ain't on the market. You need to get them
Um,
on out there.
I took a I took a chill pill on that for maybe a few years ago. I feel like it was oversaturated, but
Right.
coming back with some sauces. I got the olive oils down. I got the honeys. I got the barbecue sauce, the ketchup, the hot sauce, and we got a lot more stuff coming.
Oh, that's what's up. Sounds good. Make sure you let me know now. Have you ever prepared a meal then you were like, damn, you felt like you can do better or you just wasn't
Always.
really? So what was one that you just felt like you could have just done better or
Um, just maybe what was that Saturday? Saturday I did something when I was in Mississippi big dinner for about 10 or 12 people, and I mean everybody loved it. They said everything was great, but I just feel like it was a thing. I feel like the deer neck could have did another 15, 20 minutes, been a little bit more tender. Um, I feel like I could have got more. Smoked the whole tenderloin. I feel like it could have got a little bit more. It's just stuff I noticed that nobody else is gonna notice.
right, right. And you definitely would notice because you're so used to it and to you what's perfect. But to other people we always gonna be like, okay, yeah, because especially if it's our first time ever tasting or if we're not family and we know. So I agree
Well,
with that one.
well, I always look at the vibe of things. When people are eating good food, time, that's the vibe. Because I feel like food can either make the vibe or throw off the vibe. If you know what I mean.
True. True. Have you ever prepared anything for a celebrity?
Uh-huh.
Really? Do you mind telling us who?
Check out the website. It's a couple of
Website? You definitely got to give us the website so we can check it out. That's for sure.
not.
That's what's up.
I don't like to kiss and tell, but yeah.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with kissing and telling now.
I The question is, who haven't I cooked for?
Oh, I know that's real. All right now. Who was your favorite that you ever cooked for? Or do you have a favorite person?
Yeah, probably Julie and Marley.
Okay, that's what's up. Have you ever had a bad experience with a customer?
Yeah. You get some people you just, how could I say? Some people, yeah, you get some people you just can't please. You know what I mean? It's not never to the point where the food is not nasty, but it's just the point where just like the attitude is wrong, or they want
Mm-hmm.
all the extra mile and want all this stuff, and sometimes it's just like, hey man, just like chill, or you didn't pay for that package. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I feel you on that. Hey, I done worked in customer service. I've been there, done that. So I understand. It be some rough ones out there, and you just be looking like, hey, y'all the one that needs to get it together.
Yeah, you know, people just want to complain.
Right. So how did you handle it?
Pay me or pay you, pay me in advance.
All right, okay, we are ready to see you start preparing this here meal. This
Ready?
this this dish here. Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. Let me get rid of this. Get this hot real fast. Get this pan hot. All right. What I'm going to do is make a marinade. So we got some honey right here. We got some soy sauce. We're going to mix these together. Got some fresh garlic right here. We're going to mix in. Just going to take this and mix this around real good. Then what I like to do is season the salmon with my own personal rub. These are nice thick cuts of salmon too.
Mm-hmm.
Pat it on there real good. Then I just like to set them in here. Then I'll take my mixture right here. I'll take half of it. And then generally you would take this and let this sit for, for 30 minutes to an hour. Let it absorb, flip it a few times and absorb. But we'll skip that marination part today. Just for this. Then what we want to do is we want to get us a little olive oil in here. Whatever kind of olive oil you like, spicy, regular, jerk olive oil. Don't matter. Yeah, so after these rest, for 30 minutes, we would just get these in here. And these don't take long to cook at all. Probably take about 3 to 4 minutes per side.
Okay. Oh yes. So have you been on a cooking show yet?
Uh, yeah, I think I did. What's that one? What's what's that one? What's that one I did? What's up? What's it called? What's it that tasty? What's that tasty video I did? Was it tasty? Yeah, I did a few videos, but as far as the network shows, I turned most of them down. I turned down
Really?
a lot of cooking shows. I turned down. I'm real big on owning my own content,
I
and
understand that.
yeah, and then that $1,500 day rate they want to give you, if that much, and they make millions off of it. So that's why I built this and do my own content.
Oh yeah, that makes sense now.
Now I want to add something else, but let me do this spin and just add a little bit more color to it. We'll add some cherry tomatoes to this, just give it a little bit more color. And I guess we put some fresh herbs in there too. This salmon is looking pretty good.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
We're cooking that. Fire a little high.
Y'all know I love to eat. I don't stop asking questions. I'm all tuned in for real.
We'll get some fresh herbs ready. That's all we need. Let's get a little bit of So pretty much, that's about as much as I want to cook these. Nothing worse than a piece of dry salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll swap this one out over here real fast. And we'll do it. Let's add a little bit of jerk olive oil to this pan for the asparagus. We take this Chef Matt jerk olive oil, pretty much seasoned already. And we'll throw a little butter in there with it. Get it to melt on down. So we'll set this to the side. What happened to the questions?
I don't know. I told you I don't got tuned in. I don't lost my way with the questions. I'm all into this this here dish here. I done got silent. What you talking about?
Fine if you don't ask questions.
I'm just sitting here listening to the grease going and looking at the butter fry. I'll tell you, I done lost my way there for a minute. All right, back to snap out of it. Yes, Lord. Then when I'm sitting here looking at that salmon, my mouth it's just water. Oh, and then I like them little crispy ends. Oh man, Jesus. Woo. All right now.
Even if it gets like all that's gonna soften up when I take the leftover marinade and cook it down and make it fit. So now we finna get ready to get the asparagus in here.
Okay. Do you like to decorate your dishes too, like to make them look?
Yeah, that's why I added these cherry tomatoes just to give it a little
Okay.
bit more color.
Oh yeah.
Say like, so like if I want to add some more color, let me see.
At cookouts, don't nobody want. Everybody wants you to cook. I bet.
Yeah.
At family functions, you just can't sit down and enjoy everybody else cooking. You gotta start to cook. You gotta cook yourself.
Yeah, I think for whether Thanksgiving or Christmas, family was like, you don't gotta cook. We just want you to come in and cook. And all my cousins was calling me and we started a text message like, hey man, look, we gonna end up saying we hungry still and ordering pizza. We know how it's gonna turn out. You know? Like you want to add a little bit more color, you know. Yeah, what we can do is got some fresh rosemary right here.
Now, with people who cook now, you know, we have people who cook spaghetti. And I see someone I see someone posted, do you think sugar need to be added into the sauce? What do you think?
Nah, I don't want no sweet spaghetti. Nah, I don't use sugar in spaghetti.
What's up,
You know,
cuz?
a good a good tomato is sweet enough already.
Yeah, I know they had a big old look. One was like, hell no. And the other was like, yeah, just a little bit. I don't know. I'm with you. Like, the tomatoes itself is already have like a little sweet taste to it.
That's good enough right there for that. Let that go. Then we're gonna end up doing is taking this leftover marinade and letting it
So how
do.
long do you usually let the asparagus cook?
Not long.
Not long.
Probably like 5 6 minutes. I like mine a little firm, if you know what I mean. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
like to pick them up. See, I like mine a little crunchy, if you know what I mean.
Oh
Some
yeah.
people like them really, really soft, and to me, they lose all their nutrients when you cook them too soft. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, we can take this off. This don't take long at all.
Do you make your gravy homemade or do you do the packages?
I do it from scratch.
That's what I'm talking about. You cook cakes too?
Say it again?
Cakes?
No, no, no. I'm not.
No
I'm more
bacon?
savory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a peach cobbler, a couple different pies or whatever. But no, no. I mean, I can make you a soft, moist cake, but I can't decorate it or nothing like that. They can make you a pound cake or a lemon cake or something like that. But
Lemon's my
don't act,
favorite. Hmm.
yeah, don't act like a wedding cake. All right.
Now that would be my mom. I'm not. Now I could bake a cake, because she does everything from scratch too. But you talk about somebody can make some beautiful homemade cakes anywhere from the wedding cakes to she's did a doll cake. She's done like the cakes that have like the design on the inside, like one time for my niece's birthday, she liked it Batman, so she did the cake where when you cut the inside, it's bat shaped on the inside. It was, oh yeah, so she's definitely awesome in the kitchen with the baking, the cooking too, but baking, oh yeah.
Let's think about. All right. So then what we can do is we can come over here. Now, get your salmon over here. salmon right there. You can come over here. We'll just put these two pieces over here. And then what I'll do is, then I come back over here and get some of this sauce. Kind of just.
Ooh.
Come back over here. Get some of this good old asparagus. Come on, let's go like this. Where they fall, they fall.
Ooh, that looks good.
And there you go. You know?
That looks good.
Quick 10-minute meal. You come right here if you wanted to and wipe off some stuff, you know.
Oh, that looks good. Shout out to the chef. That looks good. Now I need you to wrap me up a plate and send it to me, okay? Send it to me.
Yeah, no, I don't need nothing else. Maybe put a little bit more sauce around the plate. You know.
Oh, yes. Guys, do y'all see that? Lord.
Something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And it looks damn good. That looks delicious.
Cannabis. You could have put some of this cannabis olive oil in the marinade, or you could drizzle it now. You could have sauteed the vegetables in it. You could have put it in the pan. Cannabis butter you could have used. Got some hot sauce, cannabis hot sauce if you like. You know, so many different ways to do stuff.
That looks good. I was close up on the camera. Hopefully people ain't look like, why the hell is she up that far on that camera? It looks good. That looks good. That is so awesome. So what is it that you can tell someone who's, scared to get out there and wants to become a chef, but just don't know where to start?
I'm gonna start at home. I say just start cooking. Like don't be scared to mess up. I mean, anybody tell you. I mean, you're gonna fuck up some dishes. You know what I'm saying? Or they might not come out the way you can do it. But it's always about knowing, like, hey, I could have did this. Or next time I do it, I'm gonna do this different. You know, so there's always stuff. And I say just do it. You know, I would say go to a local community college. These trade schools get pretty ridiculous with the pricing, but your local community college got courses where you can take them, if you know what I mean, and learn all the and really, a lot about cooking is not about really how good you can cook, about how cost effective you can make this plate, what you pay for, what you should sell this for, specing your orders, ordering the right stuff, ordering the right salmon, ordering the right everything. It's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in restaurants.
Absolutely. Well, you guys heard it. If you want to become a chef, don't be afraid to get out there, start in your own kitchen, and just go for it. Chef Matt, I want to thank you so much for being a guest and showing us that fabulous dish. I wish I was there to taste it because it looks good, and I'm pretty sure it tastes as good as it looks. But thank you so much for being a guest on Rags to Riches. I really enjoyed it. And hopefully one day we can meet
Most definitely.
and we could go live in front of each other and you can cook again and I'll be able to taste it. Because I love to eat.
You gonna eat whatever I cook?
I ain't down with no rattlesnake now. Nope. Don't tell me.
Well,
Don't tell me.
maybe next time if you have me back, I'll do some exotic meat.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. You know I need you back. I need you to come back and show us something else.
Yeah, do a poll and see how many people want to see exotic meat, and I'll come back and I'll do some exotic meat.
That sounds like a deal. All righty. Till next time, guys. Thank you for watching Rags to Riches. Peace.